Good morning, Amanda.
Hi.
Perhaps you could tell us a little bit about yourself.
At the moment, I work as part-time support tutor for WEA, which stands for Workers' Educational Association, and I do classes here with Tina Scriven. We do 2 classes. They're both writing classes, and we also work in partnership with Endurance, who helps people with emotional and mental problems and supports them, particularly in this case, supporting adult learners in the community. So we're based here in the Hull Community Centre, and this is where we do our classes, and I've been coming here I think for about 5 years now.
And why do you enjoy coming to the community centre?
I love its history because it was an old school, and I love old buildings with history. So you feel that, I feel like the learning that's occurred over the generations, and the centre has maintained its original state largely, and I imagine looks just as it used to. I don't know when it was built, over 100 years ago, I imagine, or about 100 years. But I know recently there's been a lot of renovation work that Paula's done, and she's done an amazing job and given the place a real facelift. It's got a new kitchen, new toilet facilities, so it's looking so much better, even though I've always loved the place because of its character. But now, I feel it's really moved on to be a really good place for the community, for classes to come to, including ours, which is for adult learners.
And what difference do you think a community cafe would make to the centre?
Well, as far as I know, with cafes, I do voluntary work in a church, which is something that led on from me coming to the classes. And basically at the time I was having quite a lot of mental and emotional difficulties, and I got a lot of confidence through coming here and socialising, so I moved on to do voluntary work in a church, in a cafe and a shop there. And I know the cafe that I work in has changed the whole church, because people walk in and there's a cafe, there's someone there to greet them, to give them a coffee, to tell them the history about the church, to have a chat, to have a welcome. It changes the whole dynamic of the building, and I'm sure that's what it would do for this building. At the moment, as far as I know, it's mainly people who rent the rooms or the hall, which I found out can be rented at very reasonable cost. But and the nursery, it's people that come to the classes mainly. But I think if there was a community cafe, it would be anyone in Hull could just pop in and have a tea, or coffee, or presume you're going to have snacks. So I think it would really open it out to the community, not just people who are coming here specifically for the, classes.
That's excellent. Thank you very much indeed, Amanda.
Thank you.